It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bears and the Bucs, and it's coming up next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big shift, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
And just a few years after the Bears made a big move at quarterback, taking Mitchell Trubisky, they did it again this year, moving from number 20 to number 11 in the draft to select Justin Fields out of Ohio State. This offense was just 26 in total yardage last year, so they needed some production. Justin Fields, 63 touchdown passes his last 2 years at Ohio State. They're expecting him to be their guy for the future.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Fields. Fighting through pressure. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
And Ndamukong Suh continues to be one of the pillars of a stout Buccaneers defense that helped the team win the Super Bowl last year. 6 sacks in 2020. And if you don't send extra blockers his way, that number will go up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sideline. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his 2nd in Tampa Bay.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Boy, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 31, Brady dumps it off to Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Brady going to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
On first down, Fields.
Dancing to his left. Room to run past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 35. But, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Williams running left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Joe Tryon, the rookie out of Washington, in to drop him for the sack.
Well, no Texas starts out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18.
He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
To credit that sack to Robert Quinn. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Back deep, Damiere Byrd.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
Fields on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Fields.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady.
They'll drop this off for Bernard.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. And, folks, after that last play, Mike Evans, the wide receiver, yet to get back to his feet. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Brady.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Bernard. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And anytime we see Devin White making a play like that, the first thing we think of is his speed. The second, his versatility. The only player in the NFL in 2020 with 100 tackles and 9 sacks.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They give it to Williams, running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. After 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Alert! Hey, check it. Alert!
They begin with a run by Fournette. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. That time, a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go!
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Now it's Fields.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 27. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
First down catch there by O.J. Howard. Well done, and he's got to be excited because he missed a lot of the fun last year after suffering a torn Achilles back in Week 4. But his head coach, Bruce Arians, says the sky's the limit for him in 2021 after rehabbing in the offseason.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd down at 4.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Hey, there he is. Touchdown,
4
baby.
yards on the touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go. That's my man in concert.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Well, now how about this return?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now here we go again with Tom Brady and Tampa's offense.
He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Brady. He gets it left side to Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A nice completion there for a first down to Tyler Johnson. Excellent size at 6'1". He's a fifth-round pick last year out of Minnesota, and there were a bunch of big names in front of him on the depth chart, but he found a few moments to shine as a rookie and gained the comp.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Joe Tryon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. You know, their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Bulldozes past him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you. I got you. Wait, pretty hot. Back six. I know he ain't got.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Defense.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
58, boys, 58.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Braid taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's Fields.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Fields throwing again.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good to make it 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more.
Now the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Throwing on first down is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. .35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6.
Here we go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st down, Fields.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Joe Tryon getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. He's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans' 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Antonio Brown, 53 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point try now for Suckup. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Off-play action, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Now and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
Joe Tryon. Who else
He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at the 34. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 38, Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that, and he makes another catch there for a 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Got him in, it's Brown.
7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
59 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Brady now to throw.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30, 10, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Santos now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Fournette, a first down carry. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Brady firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Brady now on first down.
To Evans on the slant.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he fends him off. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 41, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 4-yard gain on the play. Third down. Here we go! Here we go now!
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Fournette.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Suck up for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
With the kickoff honors following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the draw, here's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
2nd and 4.
Brady going to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
basically you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Brady again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Extra point up and good by Second. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He sets to fire deep. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To the air again, Fields.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Joe Tryon.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
A handoff to Fournette. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. So
into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brady now to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Now a carry for Bernard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Here we go.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now Fields and the Bears down by 11, a little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Third and long, it's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.